Oh, oh, testing, testing, testing. Let me just adjust a few things. And we're live, I think. Hello. No one is here. Stare. Ah, darn, duty calls. I'll be here after dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Coal Eater. Well, you're probably gone by now, but uh, hey, Backslash. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good so far. I've had fish pie, some vegetables, and a muffin, and I gave myself enough time to jump on the stream. So far it's gone smoothly. Hi, Pave Dreamer. How are you? I'm doing good. Hopefully the audio isn't too loud. The music, sorry, I put that in the random Dover Syndrome soundtrack in the background. Yeah. Oh, it suddenly stopped. Oh my god. So yeah, the music cue is kind of funny. As soon as I started scrolling, it started playing new music. This is like real upbeat type of like, yo, welcome to the Theo Show. Today we'll be watching, well, we're not watching, we'll be making anime to these bops or something. Wow, okay. Give me a second. Let me turn off this portable heater. There we go. All right. Yeah, this has gone terribly wrong originally. The whole idea was I would make an anime list, and I barely even got through like most of them. So let me just double check. Watching. Let me update these. So not watching, I completed. That's a favorite. That one I watched the Nadeko arc, so I think I got somewhere. I think 6 episodes. No, I watched a few of the other ones, so whatever. We'll come back to that. Yoka, I finished that. That is a completed watch. And Delicious in Dungeon and Daima is correct. So let me hit refresh. There we go. Laid Back Camp. I was on... I should put that to on hold, but... Yeah. Let me see. Oh, planning. That's okay. I was really confused why this is. I think before the end of the stream, I'll pick a random show to watch over the week. And next time I do this stream, I will talk about that anime. Let me just double check. Something just went flying right past my glasses. Like in between my glasses. I need glasses for the computer, but... That was weird. What was that? Is it like a fly? We'll never know. The music won't calm down. Yeah, let's just look through this quick list here. What is this, a bop? I can't believe this is royalty free. Season 2. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I haven't... Even though I'm waiting for ReZero to finish. Ranma I'm gonna go back to. Until after... I watched a few episodes of that, so that should be more on hold. We'll put it to watching. I watched like 4 episodes of this and I liked it. This one. This is the sequel? Yeah, I did finish it. Did I just casually finish? I don't remember adding that to the list. Oh yeah, sorry, I had a notification that like they announced Bocce the Rock Season 2, which is about damn time. Um, so yeah, let's add that to the list. Planning. There we go. Okay, now it's a bit too emotional, the music. Let me change the playlist. I'm gonna pick something that's a bit more like upbeat. No, I already picked that. That's a bit too upbeat. Where's the feel-good soundtrack, you know? I need to have like a... Here. Wait, this is my... this is the song I use in my fucking, like, podcast intro, isn't it? Hang on, let me figure this out a second. I'm giving people time to turn up to the stream, just in case. Let me just check my podcast folder. No, I use a different... I think I used this for the original podcast. Whatever, this works. This is the right level of upbeat. Let me just lower the volume just a bit. Well, it's fine. Right. If that's said, let's continue. Did I add these recap movies? Yes, I did. Which means I definitely talked about them. Oh god, my brain is not, like, mentally prepared for all of this. Alright, let's go to browse anime, and we went to 2024, and then I basically scrolled down based on the popularity, because yeah. So let's go back down. It's a good thing that there's these little like icons here, the colored icons, to at least let me know where I got to last time. Well, that one looks cute. Train to end the world. Disconnected with her missing friend, determined to find her. An abandoned train to travel outside. This sounds cool, okay. Let's add that to the planning list. Okay, back onto what I was doing. Did I already talk about my reaction to Code Geass? I definitely did. Okay. "'Tis time for torture, princess." What? Like, as the war between the Imperial Army and Hellhorde rages on, the princess, despite being armed with her mythical sword Excalibur, is captured and imprisoned. What kind of torture does she face at the hands of the chef demon interrogator? Fluffy baked toast? Fresh baked toast? Hot steaming ramen? Oh, the humanity. Can the princess withstand these tormenting treats and keep her kingdom safe? This is really funny because, like, I'm looking at this poster and yeah, that fits the bill, but then the sequel, like, is like a lot more serious. That's the only reason I kind of want to try this now. That sounds terrible. Well, I don't want to say it. The premise sounds dumb. I want to watch it. I never watched Blue Exorcist growing up. Yes. I mean, I guess they're in a war, so naturally the drama would go up, because you kind of have to... we probably would have to address the, like, politics if it's just the entire... if there's, like, a raging war going on and it's being determined by a princess eating food. That's the only way we can achieve world peace, you know? Blue Archive. I watched the first episode of this. Are they planning to make more? Because I played the mobile game and I really like the story, but Yeah, I guess the first season adapts, like, yeah, like literally the first arc with the first team, which isn't the strongest arc, um, but yeah, anyone who plays the game will know that, like, for me, chap the third story is really good. Actually, I kind of like a lot of the stories, but yeah, it would take a lot of time before they adapt everything. Just seeing if there's anything that sticks out to me. The many sides of voice actor radio. I actually saw this. I didn't finish it. Like, watched I think 4 episodes of it, but I couldn't really click with the drama. It was more specifically like edgy kind of drama where it's like there was a guy. Ah! Wait, why is my alert not showing me who just did that? BB Alexis, I think. Thank you for who subscribed. I saw that for a brief second. Give me a second. I forgot I set. That caught me off guard. Sorry. Let me go to Twitch and check who just subscribed to me so I can thank you. My channel. No, not my channel. That got me. Most of my like notifications are just people screaming, which is it's just a good way to keep me on like edge to go, hey, pay attention when someone does sub to you. Let me just check. Yeah, they're all different types of sounds, like different types of screams. I also had to like double check that they were like royalty free screams. Where's my dashboard? Give me a second. Sorry. There we go. Thank you, BB Alexis, for the subscription, the follow. Sorry, I'm getting subscription. My screams are just not as interesting. But maybe I'll do it one day. Or I just yell thank you out loud at like the top of my voice. I'm glad I adjusted the volume in advance because that would have just completely blown my ears off. But yeah, what was I saying about this show? I sort of like the show. I think I watched it. There's like an arc in this episode, in like the first. The arc I watched involved like some very edgy anti-hater dude, and he acts in the most evil bad guy way possible, trying to like get the upper hand, digging up information about one of these girls. I mean, it's deliberately done that way, but it was really, I felt secondhand embarrassment over that guy's existence. I don't think he'll come back, I hope. I hope he doesn't come back. Anyway, moving on. I will pick that up and watch the rest of the show just to see if it got better. I didn't really drop. I don't drop shows. I just kind of forget to watch anything else usually. So. That's kinship right there. Anything here that sticks out to me? I've never even heard of some of these dungeon people. On the hunt for her missing father. Master Thief Clay, her name's Clay, heads off to an unexplored dungeon. But much to her surprise, the dungeon caretaker offers her a job. Oh wait, that's actually that's pretty cute. Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh. I should be talking about shows I watch, not building a giant backlog. Okay, I did get this far down. Okay. Alright. We're getting into the weirder territory now. The specials and OVAs. But I probably won't go into doing all that. Okay, we've done... Clay must be about making sure she's into shape. That's pretty funny. Okay. We'll say that's 2024 done for now. We'll move on to 2023. We've got, like, many years to go. I'll open them in new tabs every time I see them as I go down. You know, it's not to get myself too distracted. What I'll do is I'll click on shows I've watched or planning to watch, open them in a new tab, and when I get far enough down, I will, well, go through and talk about those anime. Okay, we got this. That seems like the best, most efficient way to get through things. They made a second season of that? Okay. They made a movie of that? You're just gonna hear me make random comments like that? That's a thing? How did I miss this? How did I miss that? Why haven't I watched it? Do, 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 do. There is a lot of anime. I don't want to. That one I did try to pick up. I did watch that. I have some opinions about some of these shit. They're making more Rascal? I'm not watching the vending machine show. I feel like there's a certain level of irony before it gets too bad. And watching a vending machine show, vending machine isekai, might be a bit too much at this point. Ranking a King? I didn't know they had a second season. My tiny senpai. Oh, there's another. Oh, that's the dog show. Oh, wait, give me a second. I'm gonna make a note of that. Not in a weird, freaky way. It's mostly to do with the fact that I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a friend asked me the other day. Oh, you know about that show where a person got turned into a dog? And I was like, which one? Because I could think of a couple. It's that meme. Well, not meme. It's that saying, isn't it? Oh, if I had a nickel every time something X happened, I would only have 2 nickels. But it's weird. It happened twice. Oh wait, I did watch that one. That one's funny. Shaft animated that? I need to double check this one. That one I wanted to check out. I did like the first episode. Okay, we're getting down there. Oh wow, this is on down here. That's a bit. Oh, I was in the middle of watching that. Yeah, now we're getting into the Pokemon. I should probably watch that. They're making more Psychopaths. All that. Didn't I already open that one? Oh, oh, second season. That one I need to talk about. That one too. Oh, look, it's like the best show ever. Wow, this list goes down. This goes down. There's a lot of anime that I will never watch. I did see that. I watched every Idolmaster. I have opinions. I haven't seen the 3D. I'm gonna... Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I should waffle about... I'm stopping myself from waffling about a thing until I get to the bottom. Well, that's... I didn't know what that's a thing. Pokemon... Did I miss that one? Did I scroll past it? Well, let me look that one up after, actually. I haven't seen that Pokemon. They like... That one was very weird, yeah. Let me just... I think I've gone down far enough. So yeah, that's the 2023, and I've got all the anime there. Alright. Pokemon... Wow, there's a lot of things called this. I heard this is very good. Pokemon is interesting to me because the games are messy and tend to be full of bugs. But, Pokemon, in terms of the anime, is currently sky high, in my opinion. Like, they've taken... I think it was from Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. But, like, the animation styles changed, different studios. Have you actually ever seen, what was it? I think it's called Pokemon Twilight. It's like, they're like short episodes based on the Pokemon Sword and Shield game that they put on YouTube. The, like, directing and, like, visual presentation of that is, like, insane. Like, I think most Pokemon anime-related things post Sun and Moon got suddenly really good. So I'm not entirely surprised this is a real thing, but it is a very specifically strange risk. I think Pokemon can take risks with random ideas. And so yeah, so they're allowed to just do things like this for some reason. So yeah, I heard good things from friends about this, so yeah, I'll give that one a try. I think I already talked about this before, but yeah, taking risks is fun also. Yeah, it's nice with Pokemon because they have a variety of a lot of their web OVA stuff is like just very creative and unique. Like, I don't know. I was like, they do weird crossover stuff as well. Like, I was thinking of the other day when they did the Hatsune Miku collab, and they had like a Hatsune Miku for every single type, and they all had really cool and unique designs, and they got various different composers and musicians to make songs for Pokemon. They're just having fun, and I like that. I love what Pokemon has done in that regards. I do wish the games were a bit better, but I don't hate the games like other people do. Like, I know there are strong people, like, there are people with strong opinions on the games. For me, I look at it like a game dev. Like, it's probably because they're rushing those things out and they don't have much time to actually clean it up that it turns out that way. but I still enjoy the games. Um, it tends to be my kind of like, because I've been in game dev, I now know what it's like. I get it. Also, when I look back and look at the release schedule past Pokemon games, the time scale between one to the other is very short, which is why I'm excited for this new Pokemon game that hasn't revealed much for quite a while now. This is the longest it's been without actually like releasing a Pokemon game in recent years. So maybe that's a good sign. Only time will tell. Right, let's move on to Jujutsu Kaisen. I actually picked this up last year for the first time, and I think it's really good. That second season is insane. Add that to planning. Prequel. And then the original TV show was... I liked it. I didn't love the first season. But yeah, that sequel went really off the rails, especially towards that latter half. I recommend it, but it depends if you're into shonen, like if you like your Hunter x Hunter and whatnot, this show is pretty good. For me, it gets really good in season 2, and there's a movie, so a movie is also a prequel to the show, but you can watch. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you should watch this after the first season. I really like this movie too. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of. I'm excited for more of it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Frieren. I love the show for a lot of reasons. I think my sister liked this show as well. But I'll add this to the planning. I don't have much to say about it other than I had a good time watching it weekly. And I really like the second opening. Yeah, there's nothing to say. Would recommend Frieren. It's how many episodes? 28 episodes. Okay. It's also the director of Bocchi the Rock. So that's another reason why I picked it up. But I don't know. It's got a lot of fun little moments here and there. So yeah, moving on to the next one. I haven't seen this. I heard very good things about this. The Diaries? Oh my god, I'm bad at... I'm butchering that name. I'm gonna look it up afterwards, but one day she is old as a lowly... We'll see if she decides to step in and find a cure. Oh, okay, it's about, like, solving medical mysteries. Okay, you know... I don't know much about it, so I'm just kind of waiting for people... I was waiting for the... I think I'm currently waiting for the second season of this to end, but like I have a lot of friends who are really into this show, so I'm curious. I've seen Spy Family season 2. I liked it, and they're making a season 3, which yeah, they should. They made a movie, which I actually also did enjoy that movie. The movie is pretty straightforward in terms of where it goes, but yeah, I have an odd Core 2. Why are they... So there's season 2, here's Core 2. That's confusing. I already talked about like cores and seasons and how it kind of varies depending on whoever is defining it, I guess. The thing I like about this show is that it comes out, I think, on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning for me, which was great because whenever I have breakfast on a weekend, that is the thing I watch while I'm having breakfast. And it's fantastic. I will. I look. That to me, that's my Saturday morning show kind of thing, or Sunday morning show. I can't remember. It's been a while. I've been hoping for this to come back. It's just nice and awesome. This one was on a recommended thing by a friend in the year 2024. That was last year. The world has collapsed. Wow, this is pretty realistic. So it's like a cozy kind of anime. Yeah, it's got some serious stuff to it, but for the most part, Spy Family is very like chill and relaxing for the most part. I recommend it. Just watching the first few episodes and then seeing if that's your vibe. Episode 3 sold me on the show, but I don't know. It's also just pretty funny. That was actually on the list of games I wanted to play. There was like a Spy Family game that came out, and it was specifically just based on I can't remember what those I don't know what those type of games are called, but it is kind of just like you play as Anya and you basically live out her daily life doing a bunch of random activities. It's like a slice of life game basically. And I thought that's a funny idea to do with that type of game. So I will make sure to stream that sometime if it's good. I probably should download it and test it out and see if I actually like it. If it goes on discount, but yeah. This show. In the year 2024, the world has collapsed. I had to pause for a second there because I was like, that's no different from today. Grotesque monsters lurk amongst the ruins of Japan, while remaining people scrap together what they can to survive. Kiruko, an odd job girl in Nakano, accepts a mysterious woman's dying wish to take a boy named Maru to a place called Heaven. Sorry, I'm more kind of obsessed with the background, with the banner image, because it looks like a bunch of chefs. I thought it was going to turn into a cooking show. I heard this was fun, so I'll make a note to give that one a try. Dr. Stone. I watched the first season of this. Okay, here we go. And I liked it. I don't have much to say about it. It's basically the world ends, and then the main character's named Senku. He's like a scientist. Well, he's a very smart kid back in school. And the world ends, and then one day he wakes up breaking out of like a stone. Everyone's been turned to stone from what I remember. Oh wait, let me read this. Yeah, Senku, who has been active for a few months. He plans to. The premise is that he plans to like revive civilization with science. It's a really cool idea for a shonen. And it's really dumb. Like it's like Galaxy Brain insane if some of the ideas that it comes up with, but I had a good time with it. But I'll give this a I didn't for some reason I never watched the second season onwards. So there's a second season, there's a special, and then there's another sequel, another season, and then there's another season. And then there's another season. How is this still going? Looks like some rocky drama. You can say that again. Oh, the fourth season. How many? You know what? I'm okay with this because it tells me that they're going to keep making them until it ends. And I'd rather have a shonen that actually ends as opposed to one that doesn't end. And then the manga prematurely ends due to the sales not going up. So, yeah. Tomo-chan is a girl. I never watched the anime. I read the manga. It's pretty funny. It's basically a 4-koma manga about a guy and a tomboy who's in love with the guy, but the guy's an idiot. But yeah, no, I'm not planning. I completed that. That's the first manga on my list. I probably shouldn't be adding manga. I should be making a manga list, and yes, that'll be an idea for a stream. But I don't read enough manga to actually be like, oh, did I put that in there on accident? Okay, whatever. I'll do. I don't want to. Okay, we're going to have to do this, won't we? Let's go back. Sorry, I'm sighing because there's Attack on Titan was kind of just exhausting after a long time of watching it. I mean, like, is it over? No, is it over? No, it's not over. It's still not over. That kind of show. I remember liking it. I don't have much to say on it. Other than it gets ridiculous. Yeah, I think I just watched... Eventually, I kind of just watched... Oh, this is so confusing. Why is there a part... Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I watched the final season. And then I kind of stopped after that. I think I liked it. I don't think I liked it like as much as other people did. I think it was okay. I have a lot of weird issues with this series. Set as planning. I need to figure... No, I have seen this. Oh, whatever. I don't care. Sorry, I don't want to be mean, but whatever. And then, yeah, there are these movies. They call them specials. And then I didn't watch this. I didn't watch that. So, okay, that's what I'll be doing at some point. And then, so I can get it done and over with. Yeah, okay, it's whatever. Moving on. Hi, Zab. Welcome. I have found a way to go through this list without constantly getting confused and all over the place like last time, which is I have every anime that I have watched or planning to watch on a tab, on multiple tabs. And then when I've done that, I'll move to 2022. Because I just did 2024. I like Kaguya. I'm not a fan. The manga doesn't make me laugh, but the anime does for some reason. They could probably just end this series here, but obviously there is more to adapt. Did they announce another one? No, they didn't. I mean, to me, Season 3 kind of feels like an ending based on what it was going for. But I know there's more content out there. I really liked the second season and just got into it from that point onwards. Yeah. A friend recommended me Horimiya, which I will give a try. I heard it's very good. We'll see. Skip and Loafer I want to give a try. That was also a recommendation from a friend. Moving on. I finished watching this last season. I had a good time watching it. It was very funny. I've already planned to watch this, but I'll probably wait till it ends and then watch it in one go. I didn't know they made a second season of Nagatoro. That was a bit... That took me by surprise. I read the manga. I kind of read this in the same way eating a McDonald's. How it feels like eating a McDonald's goes. I don't know how to... I don't mean that in like a negative way, but I kind of just like read through it in one sitting. One day, I was like, oh yeah, the manga ended. I read through it, I was like, yeah, it ended. And it ends pretty okay, actually. It ends the way it should have ended. So yeah, Uh, yeah, I don't have much to say about it. If you're into that kind of thing, it's for you. Let's go Rentaro. He is pretty goaty, to be honest. I am excited to see 100 Girlfriends Season 2. And then probably pick up the manga right after. Black Clover, bloody... I sat through this. I say that like it's a mean thing, but the show isn't bad. It's average. And it stumbles a lot. And it's not very well animated in a lot at times. It's like I needed something on in the background. And so I put on Black Clover and I kind of enjoyed a lot of it. But a lot of it is also missed opportunities, I guess. I can't talk about it because like there's some really cool things they do and they flop it so hard. But I can't... Yeah, that's a whole rant for anyone who... It's tricky. It flops, then it gets back up, and then it's like... To be fair, it's a show I kind of put on in the background, like, okay, I gotta do things, let's watch this for fun. And I was like, wait, some of this is actually really cool. Like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it in the same way, like, I used to enjoy Fairy Tail. I didn't finish that show because I ended up being too busy with my life. So Black Clover sort of reminded me of that particular era of my life where I would watch that type of show. But yeah. Moving on, Pluto. I heard this is very good. I need to make sure to watch it. And watch more stuff that Tezuka actually worked on. So yeah. Did I already added that? Yeah, I did. Kubo won't let me be invisible. I was really confused by this because I saw the picture and thought it was Dangers in My Heart. Because it's like a similar design. I'll give this a try and see what it's like. But I like these kind of slice of lives. Oh, Shikimori. Did I miss this one? This came out 2022. Okay, I was worried I missed this because I love it. This series is really, really good. It didn't do very well, apparently. And the manga ended. It's in the same energy as, like, yeah, Dress Up Darling. That kind of show to me. Which is also very good. Man, these shows are great. I need to watch more. And yeah, they're making a sequel, which I'll add to the planning list. Okay, moving on. The magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. Okay, I know it's shortened to something else. Yeah, I call it Tensai Ojo. It's an insane title, but it's also like a really good show. I watched it because it was on my Yuri recommendations. And this is one of the few shows that actually, like, has a developed gay relationship between two girls. Like, there's lots of media out there that does that, but this one was kind of like... I won't spoil it, but it actually commits to it. The show has an ending that feels like a satisfying ending. Also, like, the lore and the world around it is fascinating in itself. I had a good time with this. I was genuinely surprised. I was like, why is no one talking about this? This is, like, at least in my circle of friends. I was like, I love this. Yeah. Highly recommend this show. It's like it's an underrated gem. Not saying that everything needs to have like a committed gay relationship, but you know, but like if the show's actually has those themes and actually like addresses it. Yeah, it's in the same category as stuff like I'm in love with the villainess and yeah, Bloom into you. Uh, this one's a bit of a weird one. We'll talk about that one. I'm in love with the villainess is very good. I have a lot of opinions on this one because I'm a big fan of all of it. The anime is not like the best animated thing ever. I personally would recommend the manga. But that one also deals with like heavy, serious subject matters about just being gay. It's weird. It's a very good show. But did I rate Mark? No, the manga's ongoing. I'm still reading it. Though I don't know which chapter I'm on, so I'm not gonna like go back to that. Yeah, and I've read the first 2 light novels because they're 5 volumes. They have an audiobook for this as well, which you can also get on audible.com via Amazon. I'd only do it if you like get offered a free trial and they're giving you a free credit. Because I don't want to pay a lot of money. I'm poor, I can't really afford it. You could also get the audiobook somewhere, but I think in this case, yeah, sponsored, not sponsored. Yes. What chapter? Volume? Okay, 2. I've read 2 volumes. I'm in the middle of the 3rd one. Because the anime adapts the 1st volume and part of the 2nd volume. Should they do a 2nd season, it would probably feel like an ending because of where that 2nd volume ends. But yeah, that's a... I didn't know there was an alternative storyline. That's a very shoujo... Oh, what? What is this? I don't know what this is. Okay. Manga, South Korean. So interesting. Anyway, yeah. Spy Classroom. I haven't watched this. I said I had it downloaded and I never watched it. It looks interesting. I don't know. Onimai. This is a show I ended up liking, even though I went into it expecting it to be trash and to make fun of it. It's weirdly like wholesome. I don't know what to say about it, but I would recommend it. I was quite genuinely like surprised by it. I don't know. When I watch any show that says sister in it, I tend to expect the worst, most terrible thing. But this one like is just very... Yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. It just made me smile, and I was like, this is weirdly progressive in a way that doesn't seem like it's making fun of the thing it's doing. You know, yeah, but it's not my place to be talking about that kind of topic anyway. But personally, I think it's great. And I would watch a 2nd season if they did anymore. So. You know what? I'm not gonna go into the rabbit hole that is Rascal's kind of like whole thing. I remember liking the 1st season. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Someone compared it to like Monogatari to an extent, which is kind of like, yeah, that's pretty close to be honest. So yes, I don't know how to explain this one. Every girl has a weird supernatural thing that happens to them, and it's a story about that and how those characters in each arc. But not planning. I watched this one. I didn't know they made more of it. Well, I did know they made more of it. I just didn't want to. Okay, they made a movie. They made another movie, and they made another movie. Now there's a sequel to the film. What? Okay, you know what? I'm not doing this. um. All right, I'm about to admit to something I should. That's pretty embarrassing. I saw this movie and I liked it. I know a lot of people really. I know some people really like this movie because it's like referencing a lot of things that Miyazaki did back then. The problem for me is I haven't watched anything by him. I haven't watched the only thing I've watched is My Neighbor Totoro. So I haven't seen any other Ghibli film except for one of the earliest ones and one of the latest ones, which is really embarrassing. So I apologize on behalf of anyone who expected me to be a real anime fan. I will give those I'll be on it more honest in the future. Let's go back. I already added this on the list, so that's good. This is confusing. I discussed this with my sister on her stream. Like, second seasons that were not great. I think this isn't like a bad season. I think it's kind of like an unfortunately boring season, which is I think is worse than being bad. But the first season was very solid, and I really like that first season. And thankfully, it kind of works in its own way. Yeah, the sequel. I did see it. This gets a mid-face for me. Did I even see the other half? Oh, that's confusing. I'll put that to planning and double check later. Also, hello, Coal Eater. How are you? Saw your first message. I hope you had a good dinner. All right. All right, let's close that. This is on my planning, but I did watch this show, and it was pretty underrated. At least I didn't hear about it up until now. Ranking of Kings, which has just such a banger opening, which I would play, but I don't know if I can. Maybe it could. No, I won't. I won't risk it. I took a chance with the opening. I think we're getting through this list pretty well this time. Doing well. Yeah, I had some tomato soup with a couple of eggs and bread with liver pate. Oh, that's nice. I had a fish cake with vegetables and a toffee-filled muffin. Though I got 3 more over here, but I'm trying to not give in to temptation. No, let's not. Let's look away. If I get hungry, I'll deal with that then. It was a ready meal fish cake, but if you stick it in like an oven, it cooks pretty well, and it's nice and crisp on the top. And yeah, mixing it with the vegetables also helps. So muffins are only when you P rank. That's true. That's true. I'll be doing that on Friday. I also gotta do my podcast recording. My tiny senpai. I only clicked it because it was a funny picture. She looks really out of frame. I don't know how to describe it. She looks off here for some reason. Sure, why not? Who's Studio 9? Why do I care? Wait, is this the show that they... I heard about this. Isn't it? Okay, I've heard memes of this with House. Yeah, the Dr. House anime. I thought people were making jokes, but apparently that is actually the thing. Yeah, whatever, I'll give it a check. Bit supernatural. Okay. Uh, let me. No, I need to note this down because I have a friend who really confused me. Uh, should probably add context. I'm not planning to watch this, but a friend just turned to me one day and was like, "Have you seen the anime where a guy turns into a dog?" And I'm like, "Which one?" Because I was like confused because I think there's like I haven't seen this one, but Dog and Scissors. Is it Dog and? Yeah, Dogs and Scissors. Does anyone remember this? This was 12 years ago. Where a guy got turned into a dog. It's not a great show, but I I watched it with some friends. It was a good time. So when my friend asked me, "Have you seen the anime where it turns into a dog?" I was like, "You mean this one?" I didn't know, which leads into that joke of like, if I had a nickel every time there was an anime about a guy turning into a dog, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not much, but it's weird it happened twice. This is released before I started watching degenerate anime. Are there really that many anime where humans turn into dogs? On top of my head, those are the two. This and that one came to mind. I feel like there's probably more if this happened. No, there was one, but admitting to watching that would admit I can't say what one I watched because it was like it's not like it's porn or anything, but it was one of those things where it's like I watched it as I watch these things. If I watched, I'm the type of person who says if you want to look at hentai, go look at hentai. So I don't really care about these types of shows, but I will watch them with friends because I'm always curious how what they do that they can get away with things, you know. And so there was that one. I can't remember the name of the show, but there's a show where one episode, a guy, the POV guy, who is voiced by Sugita, the guy who voices Kyon from Haruhi, he's pretty famous, at least for my generation. Turns into a dog for one episode. I do remember that. It was very weird. Oh, it was an ASMR show, I think. I can't remember the context of why. The guy basically turned into a random object in every episode. And he turned into an ASMR head in the first episode, and I thought that was like the whole premise. But every episode, it was like some random object. It was weird. What the fuck? I can't remember what it was called. Surely it's just called ASMR anime. No, it's not. But God, I can't. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up. ASMR anime. This is a stupid thing to search. Google just. Oh my god! Of course, people search this shit. Sorry, I ain't judging. I just said I got flashbanged by a lot of terrible Google results by typing in ASMR anime. I know. I don't know where to look. Let's move on. Give me a second. I need to stretch and drink this black currant. Oh man, do I have to do that? I'm sorry. I looked at like this is Suspia. Don't worry. I have nothing to say beyond that. Sorry, I'm just reacting to the fact that I have like to deal with the fate stuff. Oh my god, where am I gonna even begin? Okay, let's start with Fate Zero for the sake of it. Fate is such a big franchise, I kind of gave up after a certain point and only like stuck to watching the main stuff. So yeah, I watched Fate Zero and I liked it. Wait, this is the manga. This is the light novel, which I also did read actually. I did read this. So yeah, I watched the anime. But then they made a season 2, which is actually the second core, but who cares at this point how they're defined. And then okay, let me just do this in order so I remember where things are. All right, and then let's go. Oh my god. Sorry, I kind of just recoil at having to deal with multi-franchise stuff. Fate Stay Night, the Dean anime. Is the Dean anime a thing that people know about these days? Like, obviously people who are following this probably are aware of it, but for me it's like this was like 2006. Most people probably do not know about. Fate fans know what this is, but like I'm wondering if normal people, if enough time has passed, that people just forgot this existed. I watched this OVA. Oh my god. Then I did see that. I did see that. I did see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see. Did I see that? No, I did see Carnival Phantasm. I think I. No, I saw some of that. But yeah. Fate Stay Night. Fate Prototype. I like the OVA. It was like a trailer. Both Fate and Monogatari were always too daunting for me to start watching. Yeah, I get it. I get that. I can imagine it's really daunting for anyone on... It's quite straightforward, I think. Monogatari, you literally start with Bakemonogatari. And then you should be able to just figure it out from there, but they have made like guides and whatnot online somewhere. As for Fate, oh, everyone's I mean everyone, regardless, even if they're my friends and myself, can be really annoying about how you approach Fate. There are people who will tell you, go read the visual novel, or first before any other medium, or go watch this, go watch that. For me, if I was trying to get someone into it, I'd say go watch Fate Zero. If you really liked that, go watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. And then if you liked that, you can watch the Heaven Feel movies. But some people might get mad at me and say, oh no, you should watch Unlimited Blade Works and then watch Fate Zero. But like, I don't know, is my honest opinion on that. Because I'm just like, Fate Zero works really well as a standalone thing to an extent that ties in quite seamlessly to current Fate. But like I said, I could be quite annoying about my opinion on it, and a lot of other people are. Maybe once I'm done with uni, that seems like a whole project. It feels dank. Sorry, I forgot to turn those emoji things on. I didn't get time to actually like look into that. But yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Fate Apocrypha's in an alternate timeline. That's done by a different studio, so tonally it feels a bit different. I didn't think one way or the other about this show. It wasn't great or good. Or it wasn't like bad either, so Fate Extra Last Encore. Oh man. Okay, so this one's even more of a weird one. Because it's sort of meta. And I think you gain a lot more if you played the original PSP game and then watch this. But you can also, because what happens in that show feels like it's connecting what you've done in the game in a weird way. It does some pretty okay, interesting ideas. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it was done by Shaft. This was a very weird one. But then it gets even more confusing because they're releasing a remake of Fate Extra some point, or maybe it's already out. I don't know. On top of that, there was also Fate Extra CCC, which is kind of like the Heavens feel of Fate Extra. Like, holy shit, man! I'm not like. You see what I mean? This how confusing, and this is even attached to the main Fate stuff that I was just talking about a second ago. This is a different like subsection of Fate if you're interested in that, because it's again in another timeline where like everything is it's in a different universe. Oh god, haven't heard of Shaft in such a long time. In so long. Yeah, I feel ya. Shaft, huh? Yeah, they did that one, which is why I watched Fate Extra, the anime, because I was very curious about it. I enjoyed it. It was different. I don't know if I could say it's good, but it was different, and in a way that I can't really say much about the other stuff. Oh god. Okay, Fate Grand Order. I'm not reacting like, oh god, it's Fate Grand Order. It was just more like, this is where I kind of eventually dropped Fate as a whole, because I didn't want to commit to a gacha game that required a lot of my time playing the game. Like, say what you will about Blue Archive, but at least that game lets you skip things, and even you can do things very quickly in that time. I haven't played that game in like months, so I don't know if that's a good. I'm a good spokesperson for gacha games. I kind of just fall off a lot of them. But yeah, Fate Grand Order really tested my patience in terms of like how much time I had and how much time I was gonna sink. But this is also in its own timeline. Join us in Grand Blue. No, I'm not doing this. I played Grand Blue twice, and I got really into it, and then I think I just dropped off like I did with like. I say this as someone who played an embarrassing amount of like time, who sank an embarrassing amount of time into Uma Musume, and I love Uma Musume, but that said, I'm waiting for the English version to finally come out, so hopefully that will be a thing. But yeah, Grand Blue I got into a lot as well. And then I actually got into Honkai Star Rail. I was playing a lot of that randomly a few months back, out of like, because I wanted to see what the deal was, and I didn't. I hate those games where they try to make you roll stuff. I think it's just genuinely disgusting how they put that in the forefront, but outside of it, it's a pretty good game. But yeah, Grand Blue seems to be the nicest out of all of them, in my opinion, because they do that like 200 free roll thing every year or so. I can't remember it. Those are the 2 times I got into Grand Blue, as I was rolling so many good rolls, and I was having a lot of fun playing through the game. Might come back to it. Damn it, you got me thinking about it, Zab. Let's move on. So yeah, they made an anime about this, and then I gave up because there was like so many other things. Don't come back right away. You know, I appreciate the honesty. This is a movie. I should check the movie out. It's a movie, and they made another movie. They kept making movies. Oh wait, this is I've seen this actually. I saw some of this. I never finished it. Oh no, I kind of want to get back into Fate Out just because so I can watch it instead of like play it now. I'm taking a guess at how much of it I watched. I will probably just rewatch it from scratch. I mean, I didn't even know Wendy's. This is a movie based on that particular chapter. They're adapting random chapters. I am not the person. Okay, and then they stopped. All right, whatever. I'll give these a try. Carnival Phantasm. Oh, that's a. That takes me back. Yeah, I completed that. I liked it. Franchise is franchise. Fate is such a huge franchise. It's insane. It's hard to keep track of like everything. Like here, Karno Kyokai is Fate's in. It's under the Type Moon umbrella, so it's like Fate's part of a bigger Fate is it's got its own big franchise with so many different spin-offs and whatever, movies, OVAs, games. But on top of that, it's part of the Type Moon universe, which is its whole other section of things where it's got Tsukihime and like Karno Kyokai. Karno Kyokai is how I got into Type Moon. These are like individual movies. And I can remember the movies pretty well, and I really like them, so I recommend this series. They're movies, basically, so you could just watch them like once a... My fondest memories is downloading all the movies onto my PSP and watching them in bed. And being in awe over them. They are really good. And they're finished. There's like 7 movies plus an extra one, I believe. But oh wait, no, this was the wrong one. Sorry, that's not my favorite. It was this one. Movie 5 was one of the best anime movies I've ever watched. Just by itself, it's just very good. And then there was chapter 6. I like this one too. And then the final chapter. The final film, sorry. And then... Okay, yeah, this was an OVA where it's just 2 people standing talking. It's very good, but I don't really... if I go into like the whole thing about this series, I'll be here forever. And then this movie. I like this movie. It was nice coming back and revisiting this series. Oh, and there was these like side stories. Ooh, I should get my friends to watch these. I really like that one. I'm gonna put them on my list for my friends. Was your AniList profile public? Just so I could see an overview, since I've forgotten all the anime we've gone through so far. Yeah, you should be able to find it. It's on Theodore Enzo. Here, I'll post it here, and I'll post it in chat. Oh, hi Flapjack. Sorry, just seeing that. Hello. Hi Theo. How are you? How are things? I'm doing well, thanks. Just going through the anime list, and it's taking a while, but we're getting there. Oh, is it set to private? I didn't know this was set to private. Oh, it is. You're right. Let me turn off my screen. I don't really know. Wait, give me a second. Let me just type. I don't know why I'm covering it up. Its password's hidden anyway. Yeah, okay, it's now public. Go check it out. Sorry, try again. It should be fine now to follow. I'm unsure what you're talking about, Zap. enjoy the AniList. This is a wholesome Fate stuff. This is kind of just like the characters cooking. Every episode is them cooking something really nice. It's a really good I would say if you're a cooking person, you probably will enjoy this show. It's mostly just like the main character of Fate Stay Night cooking. Yay! I'm glad it's working. Even if you don't watch Fate, this is a very good thing. It has a game, which I should probably check out. The movie. Do people remember this? This was the Dean movie. I enjoyed it. It's not a great movie, but yeah. And Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, that like the TV show is a better adaptation of the work. I really like it. I don't have much to say to this. Oh yeah, they have the alternative ending. They have an alternative ending in the Blu-ray, I believe. If anyone is ever curious what if they adapted anything else. Okay. Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, the first movie. I like this trilogy of movies a lot. Partly because this might get confusing because you watch Fate Zero, then you go watch Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, and then if you watch this, you'll be very confused if you don't know what this is, because this is kind of just an alternate route in the game. Fate Unlimited Blade Works is its own route, and Fate Heaven's Feel is another route. And this is, in my opinion, the better of all the routes because there is a bit more. I don't know. My choice paralysis is kicking in. I get that. I understand. I wouldn't think too hard on it. Literally start with Fate Zero, and then if you like it, go from there. But yeah, these movies I really liked. I don't have much to say about them because I don't want to talk too much about Fate, nor do I want to talk about it too badly. Dean Stay Night first. I mean, I remember a while back, this was years back, where I decided to watch the Dean Stay Night with my brother as a joke, because I was telling him about how bad it was. And in the first few episodes weren't actually bad. The show was pretty fine. And then I realized, like, the problem probably came in later on. We never finished it, but, like, from what I vaguely remember, it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. That said, it's not a good adaptation, and now there are so many different works out there that have adapted it better, so who knows? Yeah, we already had Fate Zero. Alright, we're out of the Fate stuff. We can move on to the masterful cat is depressed again today. This is really cool. This show is actually pretty good. I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like this office lady has a grown gigantic, like, humanoid cat who, yeah, she is the equivalent of a housekeeping life partner. Yeah, she took in a stray black cat and then it grew up to be this. It's a great premise. It's basically she works an office job, and when she comes back home, she's like tired, worn out, and drinking. And the cat's just there to listen to her complain. It's very relatable. I could highly recommend it. Yeah, I don't know. The twist about this, though, it was animated by GoHands. Which if you know GoHands, you know him as the anime studio that does over-the-top filters on top of, like, very weird camera shots. But this is one of the good ones. Though I don't know, definition of good depends on what you interpret a GoHands anime to be. But yeah, I watched this randomly and was pleasantly surprised. Oh, do I have to do this? Is this like an OVA? These are specials. Yeah, I like the unique camera angles. I think the other thing about GoHands I like is that they did that one anime, Seto Kai Yakuin Domo, which is the it's sex jokes, the anime, basically. That was the whole premise of the show. And it went on for so many seasons. I think like 3 seasons. But if you count that there were so many OVAs, it made up its own season. I'm wondering if it's still ongoing. Let me look it up. I'm very curious. Setokaya Kuindomo. Okay, so we had this, which came out in 2010. This is my favorite Gohan's anime because it was like it didn't use the filters as much, and it used the camera shots in a funny way. Yeah, I like this show. And then there was an OVA. Did they even count? Yeah, there are 8 OVAs. To me, that's like almost a whole ass season in itself. And then the next one was the second season, which I do remember that. And that was also just a good... Like, the thing is, every season of this show is good. And then there was a second set of OVAs that went on to 10. So you could technically count that as its own season. They're 10... Oh, fucking hell, there's so many of these. And then there's a movie. The movie is just a long version of an episode. It wasn't doing anything unique. I remember that specifically. And yeah, okay, it ended here. And I did see this. This also just ends. It doesn't feel like a conclusion. Oh yeah, the manga. Oh, the manga ended. Okay. But yeah. Wow, that was a ride. Moving on. Chai. I saw a couple of episodes of this, and I liked it, so I want to give this a try. On the brink of a third world war, superheroes appeared on Earth. That's it. I don't need to read the rest of it. That's the way I sell it to people. That's a hell of a way to start to advertise your fucking show. I didn't even remember yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked that. Ooh, you're watching Dungeon Meshi. Sorry, I just saw that one. So I did start watching it, but I paused it because I got too busy. I really like it. And they released a really cool box set for the manga recently that I'm tempted to get if I'm not like super poor and I could save enough money to do that. Dungeon Meshi manga. Let me find a picture. Oh no, never mind. That's way too expensive. Let me see if I can add an image. I'll show you what this is. Here it is. The Dungeon Meshi manga box set. It's £170, which is a big oof for me. I wouldn't pay that much for it. That's the thing I will get one day. And I will read it properly. Because I like that show. It's really nice, isn't it? I don't have any other pictures of this at different angles, but this is a cool idea for a box set. But yeah. Don't tempt me. My bank account is already bleeding from all the... I'm still recovering from, like, helping out families. So, I won't be able to buy anything for the next... Let's see. I have notes here for myself because I have to budget for the next 4 months. But I should be back okay after that. It is, isn't it? I kind of want to get it. But it's too expensive, so I'm going to hold off. And yeah, I'm not gonna make a whole Throne account again. As much as I like people helping and supporting me, I always felt a bit bad for that. I feel like I don't have a big enough following to do it, so that's the reason I'm not doing it, and that's the reason I don't do donations either at the moment. Because I said I'd only do it if I get like 1,000 subs on everything, and then I'll start thinking about that stuff. But yeah, for now I'm just having a good time and enjoying my streams. So yeah, 16-bit layer. 16-bit sensation, another layer, sorry, 16-bit layer. I'm not reading this correctly. This is a show I like. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Do what's comfortable for you. Thank you both. Yeah. For me, it's more of a case of like, I don't have a big enough following to do that. And I don't know. I don't want to be taking advantage of people's kindness. I like the manga, though. It doesn't have one of the characters. Oh, really? Oh, I'm curious about that. I'll look it up after, but I didn't know there was a difference with the manga. Yeah, I've seen this show. It flops hard at the very end, but like for the most part, it's a love letter to like very old era of like, I can't remember. Does she get isekai? Yeah, she gets sent back to the 90s. Oh, sorry, you're talking. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Dungeon Meshi. Sorry, Zab. Yeah, you're talking about the manga. Yeah, the manga is very good. Yeah, yeah, the manga is also a love letter to that particular thing. Also drawn by the guy who did yeah, the world God only knows. Yeah, this is fun. It's like if you love like old 90s pixel art anime stuff and old PC games back from that era, especially over in Japan, this is a good thing I can recommend. PC 98, that's the term, sorry. I'm not very, yeah. The PC 98. Yeah. The plot of the anime is that the blue hair girl, yeah, gets, I wouldn't say isekai is the right word, but she randomly wakes, she works at a game studio making visual novels. I can't remember if she was working on working hard at a Bashoujo game. I thought she was working on an Eroj game. I could be wrong. Whatever, it was that particular era, and it's basically like boring and sad and depressing. And then one day I wouldn't say reincarnate, no, she literally just gets sent back in time. Yeah, I don't want to say isekai because yeah, reincarnation is if you die. She didn't die. She literally just woke up. I think there was like, I can't remember. I think it was like opening a game or something. It's been a while since I've seen it, but she got sent back in time to the 90s. And then she ends up working at the studio that appears in this manga to work on games. And it's kind of, again, like a little love letter telling you about like, just, it's weird because it's like this era doesn't exist anymore as much. It's really good. I like it. I don't like the ending of it because it's very ridiculous, but I don't really want to spoil it. I still can recommend it for the most part. And if you're a fan of this pixel art stuff, they do explain how they make that stuff in. Oh, and like sorry, I'm waffling all over the place because my brain is remembering so many different things, but like the opening and ending of the ending song is always like they get a pixel artist to do a little artwork for the ending sequences. Oh, what a good show. Yeah, go check it out. I have opinions on the ending, but for the most part, as I said, it's better to just recommend it. What a concept. Maybe the studio couldn't afford to hire Truckgun. True. God, you just made me think of Zombieland Saga, which is a pretty amazing show in itself. Yuri is My Job. I did watch this actually, and I liked it. Though it's one of those things where I highly recommend the manga. So the manga's on hiatus? What? Okay. Uh, God. God, yeah. This takes me back. Yeah, the manga is very good. I would probably argue that this is probably the, like, one of the best Yuri-related works out there that actually deals with a lot of heavy subject matters. I've talked about that on my podcast in the past before, but I can't recommend it enough. And spoiling it is a bit hard. It's got a like kind of a rough, easy, like a rough first arc because I think, and the anime is not a great adaptation. The anime is kind of like whatever, but I enjoyed the anime though. I think what got me into the show is because the girls were beefing and I was like drinking tea to it, like holy shit, what's going on here? And I was really into it. But yeah, the manga does some pretty interesting turns that I was like, holy shit, they're actually addressing this. I don't know how to explain it. Like, for example, like I'll give an example for one of the arcs that happened between two characters. A character eventually kisses another character, and in a Yuri anime or a Yuri work, or you know how you would expect it to play out, that's it turns into a kind of a cute situation, embarrassing, but the reality of it is that it's kind of like, oh, this person doesn't feel that way. Hey, this is kind of like heavy how she's reacting, and oh, this is real. Like, this is a real person reaction to something like that happening, and yeah, that's it. It goes into some heavy themes. I really like it. But yeah, I recommend the manga. The anime is quite fun, but I think anything after, because the anime adapts it to the point where it gets really, really good. But like, yeah, you'd have to read on after watching it or read up to that point. But yeah, that's my recommendation. I did watch it. Oh wait, this is a manga. Sorry. Okay, moving on. Stardust Telepathy. I started watching this and I was enjoying it, but I for some reason stopped. I think I just got too busy. It was like 2 episodes. It wasn't that far in. 85 episodes. Oh my god, I'm so behind on watching Pokemon. I'm watching the new Pokemon series, but I'm very like 20 episodes in. Horizons is a great show. I think it's just refreshing to have a new protagonist that isn't Ash or Satoshi, depending on which one you watched. But yeah, I really like Pokemon Horizons. It's refreshing, new, and like I was enjoying it until I realized that this series will never end. Yeah, Ash. Yeah, I think I was saying it earlier to the stop motion Pokemon show that like from Sun and Moon onwards, outside of early season Pokemon, like anime wise, Pokemon's at the highest it's ever been. Like they had some pretty cool movies where they essentially just rebooted Ash multiple times. And then yeah, then like Sun and Moon anime changed the style up, and then it just kept getting more interesting from that point on. And yeah, Ash retired because he finally won tournament, or he won the biggest tournament possible. So that is quite a big thing, and I was quite happy with how they ended that. So yeah, I was excited for a new anime just purely because I was like, there's gonna be. I only watched the anime up to the first 3 Pokemon generation. I have no idea what I'm missing. I don't know. Recommending Pokemon anime is a bit weird because it really depends. I'm watching it from the Japanese version because I watched it when it aired, so that's the one I'm committed to. So there is an English version of this now. I would recommend giving Pokemon Horizons a try. That said, you should also try out the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. There's so much Pokemon, but I'm not going to go through them because that's like, I will be here until the end of the stream. Did I see this? Oh my god, there's so much fucking psychopaths. This is such a this series went downhill, didn't it? It went down. Oh, wait, let me try and remember. How are they still making this? Oh my god. No, prequel. Prequel. Okay, here we go. When... you're not missing a lot. I think Psycho-Pass is the type of show you think is cool the first time you're watching, and then as you get older and you look back on it, you realize how actually stupid it was in concept, and I don't know if you've seen enough of the world to realize how dumb this entire premise is. I remember enjoying the first season. It has a banger opening and ending song. I do stand by that it is a dumb series years later when I think about it. But yeah. And yeah, this was written by Urabuchi, who did the Fate Zero at the time. And I think that was kind of the big thing that people were like excited for. Cause I feel. Yeah, it also has that insane opening. Go look up Psycho-Pass opening 2 if it hasn't been taken down, because I think it got... you can't really see it on YouTube as much. But it has some good opening things. I watched the second season to this, which was done by a different writer, but I think I already discussed this with my sister, but this is a terrible show. This second season is terrible, like genuinely bad. I don't even know where to begin to talk about how bad it is. It's just... there you go, you got my first unhappy face. Reliving. And it isn't just that, oh, maybe I was watching it at a bad time. It was a case of I rewatched it a few years ago with my friends who wanted to see it, and it was so bad. And then there was the movie, which I can... Give me a second. Oh, sorry, I thought I heard something. Yeah, which I can't... I have a weird thing with this movie where I think it's an okay movie because at least it went back to its roots to an extent. But it's... This one's weirder because how do I explain this? Because the Japanese version, because they're in another country, characters talking English, some characters do, and the English is pretty bad. It's very hard to figure out what they're saying, and I don't want to like throw shade on like the voice actors or whatever. It's kind of a weird thing to even ask someone to do that on the fly, yet alone if it's not their native language. So I'm not gonna like punish just make fun of anyone for that. But it was very difficult, and it was a criticism of the movie, which was hard to understand, unfortunately. So I watched an edited version of this movie because this actually got a Funimation English dub release, and someone took the English lines in the dub and put that in the Japanese version. So I ended up watching that version, and ended up enjoying it to an extent because it just flowed weirdly and correctly. I know it's weird, it's insane, but I respect whoever went out of their way to do that, because my opinion of this movie would be vastly different if it wasn't for whatever edit that person did back then. And then after that, they made like OVA sequels, and then another fucking movie, and then they made a Psycho-Pass 3, and they made an OVA. And who are these people? At this point, it was like, yeah, I didn't watch anything else beyond that movie because I don't have the energy. I have too much anime to watch. So let's close that. Did I not? Oh. Sorry, I'm reacting because it's like, oh, did I not like go through the Love Lives? Alright, we'll figure this one out. I watched this because I wanted to play the games. This is a weird spin-off. No, I really do have anime to watch at like 8 o'clock, so I will be ending the stream right dead on at 8 o'clock, and then have to jump on call with some friends. It's really funny. I don't have an opinion on this show. I think it's okay. I didn't think it was a great show, but it's a weird one. This was like an adaptation. This isn't an adaptation, but they made this anime which tied in with the games. They released 2 games. One of the games played like a Metroidvania, and the other game played like Slay the Spire, like a card game roguelike. And both those, I like the card game more than the Metroidvania one, but they are competently made games. Yeah, okay. This project was initially teased as an April Fool's joke, and then later announced later down the line. So someone made the smart decision to just make a spin-off of this thing, where Yohane, a character from the Idol series Love Live Sunshine. Okay, I did fill these out. Yeah, I think I did talk about that, but I just didn't add it to the list. But yeah, it's a very weird thing that exists that I kind of respect them for it, you know? Let's move on, because I've got 15 minutes. I think I've done pretty well. No way, I'm still in 2023. Holy shit. I shall survive. I shall survive using potions. I'm making a video about something random, and there's a section where in my video where I talk about how insane the plot for this is. This is the show I watched as a joke, thinking because it looked really goofy, the picture, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna pick a random anime, and it's not like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like it's kind of like bad anime in a way, but it's also like in the sense that it's not well like animated or budgeted very well, but I like it a lot. And what it does is really fucking funny. And how do I explain this? It's like this premise is not enough. Oh wait, is that why she has a younger body? I was trying to remember why she looks like that and she's like supposed to be older. Okay, so it's about an office lady who got, I think, sliced in half by an angel who was on accident in the real world. And they're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to accidentally, like, you're standing at the wrong point in the wrong space, and I accidentally killed you, but we can't send you back to that world, so we're gonna isekai you. And she's like, whatever, I'm chill with that, my life fucking sucked over there. Because she worked as an office lady doing nothing. And then, like, he's like, okay, in return, we'll give you, like, a power, and you can have whatever you, like, power you desire. And she, like, thinks really hard, and she's like, okay, I want the ability to create any potion and will it into existence. Like Cole saying in the chat here on Twitch, it's like the MC gets an OP Isekai power, but doesn't properly realize how really OP it is until multiple different times later. Yeah. There's like a thing in the second half of that show, like towards the end of that show, where the definition for potion becomes... I remember just screaming when it happened, but she basically like creates a car and the car just automatically drives, and she claims it's a potion, and I was like, can you do that? That doesn't make any you can't. Can you do that? That's so ridiculous. I fucking love it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. What's the logic behind this? This car looks like... This car is a potion. She could pull out... She could literally will a gun into existence and call it a potion. But yeah. It's a potion-shaped car. Yeah. I love this show. It made me laugh so many times because it wasn't like... It was my guilty pleasure, almost. And I think I grew to unironically like it because, like, the show I thought wouldn't... Like, the whole thing is that she wants to, like... She wants to make potions because she thinks it's a resource that can be sold and she can make lots of money from it in a world that isn't as technologically advanced as the one she was in before. So she's thinking, like, many steps ahead, and she's trying to set up shops, but, like, the whole thing is that she goes to a city, sets up a shop, and starts selling potions. It does really well, but then royalty starts noticing, and the monarchy, and like they try and drag her into it, and she has to find a way to either escape or kind of like trick them and try and do things low key. And then she like leaves and moves to another town, and then she has to deal with the same problem again. Like, it tackles like classism, and this show's insane. I love it. I think I love describing the show to people. It's such a funny thing. Yeah, I think it's, for me, it's the thing, it's just like I didn't expect it to be good at all, and I came out of it loving it. So yeah, big recommendation for me if you want something that's fun. Like I say, it's not like a well-budgeted or well-animated show. It's just more like the premise and how interesting the plot is. It's one of the few cases where I'm like, the plot is so interesting that you're willing to sit through whatever it throws at you. God, thanks for making me gush about that. This is a weird one. Gridman Universe, because they never released this movie overseas. To be more exact, I don't think they released it in... They released it in the UK. But yeah, I really like Gridman and Dynazenon. Dynazenon's my favorite out of the bunch. I have a big love for the original, but for Gridman, but Dynazenon I really love as well. I like all of it. And it has an ending, which is nice. The movie feels like a big celebration to end it. I think, if anything, my opinion is that Gridman is more paced better than Dynazenon, but Dynazenon is so good at building realistic relationships. I've never watched Dynazenon. Maybe you should. I highly recommend it. I think it's one of my favorites of 2021. It says, yeah, one of my favorites. The cast of characters are likable, and where it goes is a lot of fun. I think I just like the way dialogue is presented in these shows. Yeah, if you really like if you really like Gridman and you like the characters and the relationships, Dynazenon, Dynazenon, Dynazenon takes the cake for me in terms of character relationships. But yeah, oh, what a good show. It's nice because they did end it with the movie. But yeah, and the movie is like a crossover between those two shows. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The kind of twist in Gridman is very unique and interesting, and the ending is very well done. If it helps, Dynazenon is doing its own thing, so it's like it's not really connected to that, connected to Gridman directly. So if you're wondering if it's gonna have a similar like plot beat, it isn't. It's doing its own whole thing. It's kind of cool. And obviously the movie is a crossover between the two, and it's a giant celebration of both shows. So yeah, I don't know what this is. Probably like an OVA, but yeah. Oh god, I've got 8 minutes. Let's come back to this one in a second. Sandland. I haven't seen. I bought the manga. I should read it, and I'll probably check out this. I didn't know about the movie, so. And there's a series. There's a series? Huh. Heyo, Theodore Renzo. What's good, my brother? Hello. Give me a second. I'm doing good, thanks. Wait. How do I click out of this? Sorry, give me a second. What? Can I close down this message? I don't want to... How do I... Sorry, I'm clicking on a message. I can't close the info box. Okay, there. It's too big. Hello. Sorry. Yeah, I'm making an anime list. I am going through 2023 at the moment, though I'm kind of at the end of the stream, unfortunately. But I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, yeah, so I clicked on a profile picture and it was hard to see. I wanted to click on this so I can go back to here, go back to the original. Oh my god, do I have time? Where's the OG? I need to find the OG Idolmaster. If you're looking for more anime, my free that I always show is Golden Boy, Handakun, and Kotaro Lives Alone. I've heard of Golden Boy. I had a friend who's really into that. He's really big into that show. Golden Boy. No, correction. I have seen 2 episodes. I think I've seen a few episodes of this. This is a good one. I like that. I like this one. I think I watched 2. Or was it 3? Or maybe I watched all of it. I just remembered the one where it was like a computer episode. Oh my god, this takes me back. Thank you for making me think about this one. Cool. Oh yeah, so I literally watched the first episode. Okay. Kotaro. Kotaro Lives Alone. Is this the one? Oh, this is a cute premise. Sorry, I will just add things people recommend me. And Handakan. About a 4-year-old? Oh, that's adorable. Adorable. Handakan. This one I've never seen before, but it's because of this, like, picture. He looks like, what's Goku dead meme? The Goku ghost meme. Where, like, he's in the background in the sky. Hey, this poster made me laugh back then. I'll give it a watch. Wait, what? Handakan's a prequel to Barakamon. I didn't know that. What? I didn't know that was they were connected. I watched this show. I really liked it. Did I like watch? Right. Oh, I suddenly have more interest into this thing now. 2014, and this was 2016. Okay, so it came out after, but it was a prequel. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I wouldn't have known about that if you didn't say that. Thank you. Oh no, am I gonna do this? I can't do this now. Uma Musume, I got like anime to watch. Let me just double check something. I'm gonna check. Ah! Yo, Fire Umbrella 72, thanks for the follow. Ah, sorry, that took me. I always get shot, like, jump scared by my own fucking notifications. Yeah, I'll give myself 5 more minutes and try and. Do I have time? Yeah. No, I made a promise, because my stream is usually 2 hours, so I always stream at like. I'll be making more. I'll be doing this anime list thing every Wednesday from 6 o'clock to 8 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. I immediately have to go watch anime with some friends because, yeah, I love watch. Yeah, because I always do. So I'm glad. I hope you'll be able to tune in for those ones. And thank you for those recommendations. Those are. I wouldn't have known about the Handakan thing. That's actually really funny. Yeah, go ahead, just by all means. Like the whole point of this is just me making a list and talking about anime. It's more of an excuse to talk about anime. Like, I can't do this now. I can't talk about My Go, Bang Dream, Uma Musume, because I'll be here for another hour if I start talking about those shows and how much I love those. Yo, I got a follow from Zeb. Thanks for the follow on Anime List. But yeah, we'll wrap up there. But I had a good time with that. That was a more consistent one, because the first time I made a list, it was just kind of like waffling around. Here, I've got the strat. So the strat is to open it up. So we got to 2023, and then next time we'll finish up with these 3. I know what I'll do. I'll set these to watching. Even though I have seen them, I'll set them to watching. Actually, I haven't seen that one. I've seen the first season of that. I don't need to worry about that. I did like that a lot. Birdie Wing's insane. I would highly recommend it. And then Uma Musume. I'm not talking about Uma Musume right now. We'll be here for a while, but Uma Musume is fantastic, but I'll set that to watching. So next time I do my stream and I click profile and I go to anime list, I'll see that at the top. I'll see those 2 there and then be like, okay, yeah, I need to like go and check that out. Update that. All right. Let me copy that message, Cole. I need that. It's Lazarus. But the anime I want to see is Lazarus, which is the 25 new anime. Yeah, I'll probably also discuss that. I haven't checked 2025 too hard, but yeah. Um, I'll do a discussion on that as well and go through the list and pick what things I'm watching. Okay, I'll remember. Thanks for the like message. Oh, Lazarus is based on Cowboy Bebop. That's cool. Right, BBT thing. Okay, yeah. So thanks, Cole. I've made a note of that, so I'm going to do that. Right. Let me stop here. My overlay was not. Where is the image? Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's a lot of fun. It's nice to have people pop in. And had a lot of fun, genuinely. Love gushing over about anime. It's nice. And thank you everyone on both YouTube and Twitch, as always. I'll be here again next week at the same time, at least for this one. Let me check my schedule. I should be able to be fine for the next 2 weeks of the anime stuff, and then yeah, in later down the line, I'll post a schedule on Twitter and whatnot. But yeah, anime stuff will always be this time. Okay, with that said, I gotta go. Right. Take care. Have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever, whenever you may be. All right. Take care. Bye.